Hi, how are you? Welcome in. This is Unit 112 at AMLI Wynwood, and this is a stunning, stunning two-bedroom loft that honestly I want to move into right now. But before I figure out how I can get here, let me show you guys around. So this is a true industrial loft, which is super rare in Miami. Very, very, very hard to find. There are a couple of other buildings, and if you're interested, just shoot me a note and I can tell you which ones they are. But this one is the newest by far. This building is brand new. This unit has never been lived in. As you can see, you have this gorgeous state-of-the-art kitchen that has tons of storage, under cabinet lighting, a smart fridge. And fun fact about these, you can actually play music out of them and it goes really loud. So if you like to make your coffee in the morning and rock out, you can actually do that right there from your fridge. It's super fun. So really beautiful space. I'll show you quickly this space and then we'll come back to it. But this is where the loft really opens up and you see the incredible volume of the 24-foot ceilings. It actually feels almost higher than 24 feet. It is really, really stunning. You have the glass all the way through, this beautiful outdoor area that we'll show you in a second, which is true exposed brick, you guys. This isn't like one of those silly stickers that you see that's like wallpaper that looks like brick. This is brick. Just incredible. I love the whitewash with the gray. That makes it really modern, I feel. And then you have, of course, the essential wine fridge. I can't sing, but the thought of wine makes me excited. Lit up, temperature controlled, beautiful. Love the black appliances. Now, I'm not sure if they'll have it, but no, it doesn't look like it. In some other AMLI buildings, they have a little kick out with your dog bowls, which is really cute. Then as you come through, you have this, which is it sort of does double duty as your guest bathroom and also the bathroom for the second bedroom. So like I said, this is a two-bedroom loft. So you have a beautiful tiled-in shower with a really nice nook, a nice deep tub. And then you also have, obviously your vanity, which lights up. There we go. And all of your storage. They have really cool, industrial style, taps. So the little gauge for the tap is this cool sort of industrial wheel design. They have that in AMLI Midtown in one of the finishes as well, which I really like. So very cool, black and gray, totally my style. So you can see why I'm falling in love with this place fast. And you know that I love a high ceiling, and this is like the highest ceiling you can find, obviously, in a loft. And then it comes through to kind of Jack and Jill's to be used for the second bedroom. So you have a beautiful large closet space. Again, all finished out. We're not talking about just like a wire with, a rack. We have beautiful finished closets, stunning exposed concrete ceilings, so true industrial style loft design, big slab tiles, so none of that cheap tiny tile work, just absolutely beautiful. Windows out to the outdoor space. So let's go check that out. So all of the lofts are actually on the first floor of the building. So they all have these really interesting and really different kind of garden style patios. So it feels like a deck on a house versus it being like a condo balcony. You have access to the greenery. You see out to some of the retail space. There's a little cafe wine bar right over there. So you're in Wynwood. You're in the heart of the entertainment area of Miami. So all the hottest clubs, a lot of the greatest restaurants, a lot of fun stuff to do on the weekend. It's kind of gotten a little touristy too, because tourists will always come to the fun spots. So it's a really great hotspot for entertainment and eating and drinking, just having a good time. So this is just a really cool space. You can put a huge table out here. You can put some big comfy couches, whatever you enjoy doing. This is a great space to do it in. Very generous, very relaxed, chill vibes. So come on in, I'll show you the upstairs. First, can we talk about this beautiful white oak handrail with the under lighting? What a mood, what a vibe. Like, this whole place just has atmosphere, has presence. I'm going to just say it is sexy. This is a sexy place to live. So here is your den area. I forgot to tell you, there are 2 bedrooms plus this huge open den. So this is really perfect for an office, but you can use it for whatever you want. Look at the beautiful light fixtures, very cool, very styled out with the gray glass. Again, high ceilings, even in the non-loft parts of the unit, they're actually all 10-foot ceilings throughout. And then you have additional closet space over here. So again, if it's your office, you can put your paperwork over here. Or if it's like going to be a kid's playroom, you can add, throw some toys over there. Whatever you want to use the space for, it's very functional and it's really large. You could even use it as another area if you do have additional guests, to put like a sleeper sofa as well and have them be able to access the primary bathroom through the outdoor. So this door is kind of the same setup where you can access it from the den area or from the primary bedroom. So very similar setup, but this is a much bigger shower. Here we have the dual sinks. And this is, again, just a really sexy space, that big overhead shower, that black industrial look, which is my favorite for fixtures right now. I really like the black look over a metallic finish. And lots of cabinet space, which I love. Really, really beautiful lighting, so great for getting ready in the morning. See, I noticed there was a little hair in the wrong place. And it flows through again to a closet. This one's just a little bit bigger than the other one downstairs, but also beautiful woodwork, lots of space. You could definitely add some big mirrors over here on this side, maybe a little rug or a little stool so that you can sit down to put your shoes on. So very comfortable, very large, very beautifully finished space. And this is not standard in Miami rentals. This is something that you do see in other AMLI properties, but apart from that, no. And then here is your primary bedroom. So you have, again, just all this big glass, beautiful space, super high ceilings. I'm going to ask, but I'm sure that this is not 10 foot. This is at least an 11-foot ceiling, if not maybe 12. So really, really high ceilings, even in the non-loft parts of this space. So extremely beautiful and a total vibe. All right, well, let's continue our tour. Make sure you stay until the end because I'm going to show you the amenities as well. But now let's go check out a 1-bedroom loft option. Hello, welcome. This is Unit 114. This is a 1-bedroom and it's absolutely huge. It has a den as well and so much storage space that I don't even know where to start on that. But I guess I'll start at the obvious place. As you walk in, there's this enormous storage room, so you don't need a separate storage locker or anything anywhere. You can put your Christmas tree in here, suitcases, any additional storage that you might need to rent a space for. This should do the trick just fine, and it is all under AC, and it's actually a really nice space. So then as you come into the kitchen, one thing that's different to this one from the 2-bedroom is that there's no island. So that is something that I do enjoy, having an island, but hey, I don't cook, so does it really matter? Probably not. There's a wine fridge, we're okay. And then, like I was saying with the other one, this is really fun how you have your touchscreen TV and you can personalize it. My daughter, whenever she comes to these buildings, she'll write little notes, like put a heart and say Madison was here or something cute like that. You can go ahead and select YouTube, pull up one of my videos if you feel like you don't have anything to do in the morning as you're getting ready or as you're winding down with a glass of wine. Obviously, you got to connect your Wi-Fi. This unit has never been lived in and no one has connected theirs, but it's a really fun feature to have right there. And then you have a half bath. So for any guests, you have a really nicely finished half bath. I actually really enjoyed the round mirror as opposed to a more square mirror. I think the finishes are just gorgeous. The lighting, I mean, look at this place. And then again, you come through to these 20-foot full high ceilings. We were able to confirm that the standard ceiling height is 10, although it does feel bigger. And look, this is just so cut out. You have the cool industrial ceilings, which I used to live in Midtown and I had those as well. And my daughter was like, when are they going to finish the ceilings? When are they going to paint that? She thought it was a little crazy, but she's 10 and she's, maybe not a connoisseur of industrial loft design, I guess. But I think it's super cool. Love all of the brickwork, all the cutouts and levels. Again, the storage, it's absolutely nuts. Look, you have additional storage here, which you can use. I would use it as a pantry. All of the good snacks, you can just hide them away. But look how pretty. It's like a little Kardashian pantry when you're ready to expose that for your guests. Then your dining and living area. And then you have a little nook over here, which you know, you can figure out creative ways to use as you like. And then again, you have your beautiful outdoor space, which is the same kind of deck style. This unit is on the other side of the courtyard, so it's even more quiet. So you really just feel like you're in a garden setting. Very, very chill and relaxing. It's quite shaded, so you can sit out here even in a hot summer day and enjoy. You're not going to get a ton of heat into the unit either because it's like secluded in the courtyard. So very beautiful, very private. And a couple of the other things that are coming to the ground floor retail space is going to be a new coffee shop, new ice cream place, and then a workout place. So you have your ice cream and then you go work out. I'm like, it's perfect. And actually, Wynwood doesn't have a ton of workout spots. That's just starting up. So it's nice that they're building in more of those features that are really popular in Miami because everybody needs to be bikini ready year round. And as we come up to the second level, again, just this beautiful under banister lighting. And we have the same light fixture in the den that we had in the 2-bedroom, which I really like that fixture specifically. It's quite simple, but it's really beautiful. So we have our den area here. So imagine this is, again, a place that you could put a small sleeper sofa, or I think it would be a great office, kids' playroom, or an art studio, whatever you like. If you do have hobbies, it would be a great hobby space. And specifically, if you did want to do anything like kind of on a table here, whether it was crafting or work from home, it's really nice that you have the windows and all that natural light so that you're not just sort of focused on your computer screen. You can kind of look out, give your eyes a rest, and really have a great balance between that work space and then a little bit of a relaxing feel looking out to the trees. And then really generous size hallway. You have a washer dryer, which are brand new. Nobody's washed their socks in there, so they're just waiting for you, and full size. And then look, more storage space. This is crazy. You can put obviously all of your cleaning products. You can put shelves and make that kind of like a linen closet. But it's really, really massive. It feels like a home. It feels very generous. You don't feel squished, so it doesn't feel like the kind of condo living that we don't like, right? And then as we come through to the bathroom, we're seeing the same finishes, the massive shower, the dual sinks, the lighting, lots of storage space. Really, really beautiful finishes throughout. And then the closet, which you guys, look how big this closet is. I am kind of in heaven. For anyone that likes fashion, this is just like, I don't know what to say. It's just a moment. Just so big, so beautiful. You can kind of get lost in here. Imagine all of your beautiful things being displayed. You can definitely put a big mirror on this side so that when you close the door, you have access to that. A nice little poofy rug here to make yourself cozy. I'm just kind of already picturing living here if you can't tell. And then the bedroom. Look how big this is. I don't know if you can get a sense of the size, but I am 5'1.5", and I don't know where to put myself in here. This is huge. Like, you could have the biggest bed, you could have additional seating, definitely, like a big chaise lounge or even like a whole lounge set so that you had like a reading plus a sleeping area. It's really very, very, very generous. So, needless to say, I'm in love. So let's go check out the amenities. All right, welcome to the beautiful amenity spaces. This is the rooftop level of AMLI Wynwood, and check out the view. You can see all of the Midtown and Edgewater skyline, as well as the Brickell skyline. So this is the yoga space. They do events. Resident events are about 3 or 4 times a month. So they will rotate them. It won't always be yoga, but you can obviously come out here. The sun rises in this direction, so you can do sunrise yoga. And it sets in this direction, so you've got either option depending on when you like to practice. And then we'll go through to the pool deck. And as far as those resident events, they're having a bingo night, so they'll do different things across different areas to keep up with all of the interests of all the residents. And that's one of the great advantages of living in a rental community. If you live in a condo, that really doesn't happen. But if you live in a rental community, the owners of the building will actually throw these events for residents to, encourage people to get to know each other, to enjoy the building and to stay longer. And it's a really great way to meet people, especially if you are new to Miami. So here's the quintessential Miami life rooftop pool. Doesn't get any more beautiful than this. Absolutely stunning. You can see the whole Brickell skyline. You can see the stadium where the Marlins play, and there's also fireworks after every game, so you'll be able to see those at night. Really stunning. Wynwood is just such a cool up and coming area, and it's such a great value. Like at this point in time, this building is giving 1 month of free rent for every year, and you can sign a lease up to 2 years, in which case you would get 2 months free. Here are your beautiful outdoor lounging and eating areas with hammocks, barbecues, and dining tables. So just a total vibe. It's your own private rooftop. If you don't want to pay for expensive rooftop restaurants, then you can just dine and grill out here yourself, invite people over. There are tons of grills. As you can see, there's one on that side as well as this one right here. And the building's brand new, so all of the furniture is just pristine. It is gorgeous. Then this is a pet-friendly building, and you will see on the very far end there's a little dog playground and pet run. So that's super helpful. I mean, this area has a lot of residents with dogs, so it's pet-friendly in general, but there aren't really any parks close by, so it's nice to have that green space right here in the building. And then you also have an outdoor game area. So this would be great for a party, and I'm sure they do throw a lot of resident events here as well. The one thing I will say with the pet area is when we have our rainy months, so our rainy season is actually in summer. So it's not what you would usually think of if you come from a cold, rainy part of the world. Our rainy season is the summer months, and sometimes that makes it a little hard to walk your dog. If your dog's anything like mine, she doesn't like going out in the rain, so it would be nice if this was covered. That would be the one sort of detracting factor, but the fact that it actually has like game play areas as well as the designated area for your baby to use the restroom is definitely a plus, and something that I haven't seen in any other pet areas in any other buildings. So definite points for that. So just to be sure and to clear up any misconceptions, people in Miami do work. So this is an office space as well. And this would be able to be rented by you completely privately. Check out the view to your office. So this would be added to your monthly rent. You would actually have then your office rent. You could keep all your things here, just like a WeWork space, but actually a lot more affordable. The top end, which would probably be one of these with a view, is actually going to be around $700 a month. So very, very, very dramatic difference to what you would pay at a WeWork or another co-working space, and you'd have it right in your building. So amazing. This is another indoor co-working space. Very cool. If you don't have your own private office that you want to pay for, this space is completely free. First come, first serve. You do have free Wi-Fi throughout. There's a really cool free coffee station around the corner that we just saw, plus a printer scanner, all complimentary. You don't have to pay per page or any nickel and diming of that kind. And then it flows through to the entertaining area. So again, a lot of the resident events will happen here. I came to a Mexican themed party that the building hosted here, and it was a lot of fun. So they had obviously the bartender behind the bar here. There was food set up and just, a DJ, just a lot of fun. You don't have to do anything too crazy to have a great time, right? So, fun fact, when we were in the office area, there was a beautiful coffee machine, and it was actually like fresh ground coffee with the beans, like the whole bit. It wasn't just like those automatic from a powder, you don't know where it came from, you don't want to drink it kind of coffee machines. But one thing they did say is bring your own cups. So the building is a sustainable green building, so they really want you to focus on that yourself. So you also have free sparkling water options like cucumber, peach mango. I love cucumber water, so that would be my jam all day long. But again, you need to bring your cup, your Stanley, whatever you want to use. And then there's also an ice machine too. So this flows out to the pool. So imagine you can come in from a hot afternoon at the pool, get an ice cold sparkling water, just so cool. And all of that is completely complimentary. So most buildings do charge for those. It's a little bit of a definite upgrade here. So here we have the vending machines, which obviously you do have to pay for, but there's a lot of free stuff that's included as well. So that is very cool in my book. And now we're heading over to the gym, which is massive and also very industrial. So a favorite of mine. So check it out. It has all the equipment that you need. And again, that industrial look with the exposed brick, the dark and sexy vibe of the fixtures. And you have this incredible view. So even if you're working out at night, Brickle is going to light up for you and create a beautiful canvas for your workout to inspire you and keep you going. So definitely a very legit workout space, not your dinky condo gym of many years past. You have your yoga space for indoor yoga and just ab stretching and spinning if that's what you like to do. For me, I'm a weights girl, so this is where I would be hanging out, and it's just got everything that you need.